Hi. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to Some Soothings. My name is Joshua. I'm a musician and glitch and sound artist. My work is generally made in collaboration with like filmmakers, choreographers, other musicians. And so much of that relies on sharing space, on being in the same room, having that the mojo of presence together. And so obviously that's really hard right now. On top of that, my work tends to engage with kind of heavy stuff, climate catastrophe, late capital, war and violence. And I'm feeling the real need to protect my emotional well-being. Like, I just don't really have the gusto to kind of dig into those dark places right now. But I thrive when I'm creating and sharing. I'm the very best version of myself when I'm making things. So I am doing this show. Some Soothings is a 30-minute weekly live stream. It's soft, it's gentle, it's vulnerable, it's calm. It's a little new agey, a little sound bathy, a little ASMR-ish. I keep promising that we're not going to take ourselves too seriously, but I'm just regularly failing at that, so let's just go into assuming that we will definitely be taking ourselves too seriously, and that's okay. The show is not, it's not like designed for kids, but it's kid-friendly. If you have any kids or know any, let them know that we're here. The show is pants optional. If you have any or know any pants, you can, let them know that we're here and doing this, but that their presence is like not mandatory. On each episode, we look at a piece of contemporary art. We'll have a moment of grateful reflection. We'll speak to our hydration. We'll have some live ambient music performance, and then we'll close with a poem. Just as a quick note, I can't really engage in the chat while the show is happening, so when we're done, I'll keep the stream open and pop in the chat and say hello. Okay, let's look at some art. This is Square Structures by Vera Molnár. It's ink on paper from 1988. Molnár began the wander in Hungary in 1924 and still walks with us at age 97. They trained in Budapest and then lived and worked in Paris and continued to do so, living in Paris. Molnár was a very early adopter of computer technology and has employed it in their work since the late 60s, so really early. This piece, for example, is created using algorithms and code that Molnár designed to drive a pen plotter. I don't know if you all have ever seen a pen plotter before. It's pretty cool, and so I grabbed some video footage from the internet so we can check out what a pen plotter looks like. So let me roll that really quick. So that's pretty cool, right? And I love the sound that thing makes. Maybe I'll try to incorporate some pen plotter samples into the music next week or something. So regular viewers know that I love the digital. I love work that's algorithmic. But specifically, I love work like this that pushes the well-ordered into like a kind of disorder. I don't want to make a broad generalization, but I think we often associate algorithmic artwork with a kind of like cold rigidity, and often I think tend to contrast that with like the warm, the natural, the organic. And I love that this Molnár piece like totally subverts that in this really like super casual and really gentle way. Employing like digital and algorithmic tools in service of making a thing that is like really chaotic, and that how do I want to say it? It has a sense of storytelling as you move across the horizontal plane there. Like, yeah, I think you get it. The piece is wildly beautiful, also. And Molnár is pioneering, which, you know, I think there is something of value there, or something that I value. And the materiality, like that is a pen, is so great. So yeah, Vera Molnár, in a 2018 interview, so Molnár is age 95, reflecting on their long artistic journey, says, quote, "I have no regrets. My life has been all squares, triangles, and lines." So that's the best. In the panel down below, there is some links to more images, some bits of info, some bio stuff. So Vera Molnár. Oh yeah, water. Okay, so I am trying to be more mindful of my hydration. So I'm tracking my liquid intake. This week I have drank 22 liters of liquids, which is a 4% decrease from last week and like a 9% decrease from 2 weeks ago. So I'm really doing a bad job. We're on like a slow descent to like parched desert over here, I guess. I'll try harder next week. This, my friends, is the surprisingly healing candlestick. It may look like a regular old candlestick, and as unlikely as it seems, this candlestick makes a profoundly lovely and nurturing sound. It's sort of not unlike the tingsha symbols, the finger symbols that are used in like Buddhist ritual. And also sort of like those symbols, I have found that this, you know, very unassuming candlestick also inspires a kind of calm in me when I ding it. In particular, like, you know, weeks of isolation start to fray edges, fray nerves, and I found that this candlestick does provide a bit of, I don't know, solace from that, or something. So I wanted to share it with you and hope that it also provides some peacefulness for you as well. So yeah, here's the candlestick. That's nice. Up next we have a new feature, a new segment on the show. This new segment is called Other Brooklyn Bridges. I would imagine that you're likely familiar with like the Brooklyn Bridge. Perhaps you carry an image of it in your mind from having read Hart Crane's book-length poem The Bridge. Or maybe you've seen Joseph Stella's famous painting, or perhaps you've seen a photograph in the Time Life magazine. Maybe you dated that bridge in the 90s. Regardless, we're not here to talk about that bridge. This segment it intends to focus on other traverses, crossings, and spans in the Brooklyn borough. A really good example of this is the Metropolitan Avenue Bascule Bridge, which spans the Newtown Creek right where Grand Avenue and Metropolitan intersect. It is a double-leafed drawbridge built in 1931, and it can open in approximately 90 seconds. I had the good fortune of witnessing this and got some pretty decent footage of it. So I was thinking that we could just take a minute and sort of do like the slow TV thing and watch this bridge close. I need to apologize about the footage a little bit though. So it was like a really, really blustery day. So there's, you know, bits of like shaky camera, and the audio has a lot of, you know, that wind distortion. Also, I was singing along to some Van Halen, and I thought I was singing to myself, but I guess like the mic picked it up a little. So I hope that I hope these things don't like ruin the mood. Well, let me just roll the clip. Okay. ahead and jump. I see you scratching backwards in the jump. Go ahead and jump. Ba, 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 ba. Might as well jump. Go ahead. What a majestic sight. And frankly, a timely reminder that Kings County has many, many stunning ways to cross its waterways. Let's pause for a moment and spend a little time in reflection. I'm going to close my eyes for like 10 seconds, and I'm going to think about something that I'm grateful for. If I'm comfortable sharing it, I will do so. And I would encourage you all to participate as well. Close your eyes for a moment, kind of lean into that bit of stillness. Think upon the things that you might be grateful for. And similarly, if you're comfortable sharing, please do so in the chat. I've been compiling the things that we're grateful for and adding them to the panel down below, so each week we just get a big growing list of things that we're grateful for. Okay, I am closing my eyes now. Well, I am feeling really grateful for the fact that many of the things that I do and consume are made by people I know and care about. The coffee I drank this morning was roasted by a friend. The drink that I'm having, my nightcap tonight, has a spirit in it that's distilled by a buddy. The guided meditation that I do every day is a recording that a friend put together for me. I spend a lot of time listening to my friend's music. My mask, my COVID mask, is made by my friend's clothing company. So I just feel like, we have to engage. We engage in late capital. We consume things, and I guess I'm feeling really grateful that most of the things, or I shouldn't say most, many of the things that I consume are made by people that I love, and it does something, I guess, is maybe what I'm thinking or what I'm feeling grateful for. Every time I put my mask on, I think of Debbie and think fondly. So that's what I'm grateful for. I feel like I could talk about this for a really long time because there's something really interesting about subcultural economics or countercultural economics or something like that. I'll save that soapbox for some Loathings, which is another show I'm going to start maybe. I just made that up. Let's keep moving here. What do we got next? Wait, sorry, I forgot to remind you. If there are things that you are grateful for, please throw them into the chat, put them in the chat, and I will collect them and put them in the panel down below. Okay, great. Let's go to Kate Adams with the weather in McCarthy, Alaska.
It is a beautiful, if a little windy day here in McCarthy, Alaska. We are looking right now at Fireweed Mountain of many shoulders. And as we get to the edge of Fireweed here, you can see just a little bit of the Stairway Icefall, which I believe is the largest icefall outside of the Arctic Circle, at the toe of the Root Glacier here in McCarthy. It's about 60 degrees here, and we're getting upwards of 16 hours of sunlight every day, which we will continue to gain until the summer solstice.
Holy crow. That is so amazing. Thank you, Kate. Wow. Yeah. I gasped aloud. I turned the mic off when I run the weather, but I gasped aloud when I saw that. That is so beautiful. I think we should play a little bit of music. I think that let's do that now. I have to push a couple buttons. This will be maybe about like an 8-minute ambient mellow. So yeah, let me push a few buttons and music in a moment. Thank you for listening. Let's close with a poem. This is called Solstice by Tess Taylor. I'm going to pull like a tiny, like sort of a bad form or like a little bogus move. I'm going to do a tiny bit of interpretation because I think that there's an image in the first line that is, I don't know, important to kind of useful to understand the rest of the poem, and it goes by really quickly. Like if we were all reading it on the page, we'd get it, but since I'm just reading it, maybe we wouldn't. So the first line has the image, our patron star, and that's the sun. That's like that's our sun, like that one. So yeah, our patron star, our sun. Okay. Solstice by Tess Taylor. How again today our patron star, whose ancient vista is the long view, turns its wide brightness now and here. Below it, we loll outside, sing and make fire. We build no henge, but after our swim, we linger by the pond. Dapples flicker pine trunks by the water, buzz and hum, and wing and song combine. Light builds a monument to its passing. Frogs content themselves in bullish chirps, hoopskirt blossoms on thimbleberries fall, peeper toads hop, lazy. And the throaty world sings, ripen. And then our grove slips past the sun's long kiss. So we dress, and we head home in other starlight. Our earthly time is sweetening from this. Oh, it's so beautiful. Tess Taylor has 2 new books that just came out. Link is in the panel down below. One of the books looks super interesting. It's an erasure. It's a series of erasures of, I think, Dorothea Lange's journals. So I don't know. I'll peep it and let y'all know if it's good on a future show. But yeah, check out Tess Taylor. Yeah, they have 2 new books. Just came out. Okay. Thanks for watching. Today's intro and outro music has been Alltech Lansing by Brooklyn's own Time Warp. That's WHARP, Warp. What we've been listening to, no, it won't go on until a second. What we were listening to earlier was all synthesizer based, but Time Warp is also like a killer guitar player. So yeah, check their stuff out. Link down below. I'm gonna turn the camera off now, and then pop over into the chat just to say hi before call it a night. Thanks for tuning in. Take good care of yourselves, everyone. Sending a lot of love from Brooklyn, New York, out into the world to you all. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Bye.